Yes. Yes. Are we live? Check one, check two. Check one, check two. It's Raphie Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. Live and direct to you. What are we doing? Let me check. Oh, okay. Damn. We are officially live. Let me go on the YouTube, see what's crack-a-lacking. Let's have a look. Let's go over to the YouTube. Let's do a sound check. Let's do a sound check. What's this here? Oh, let me just click onto that, save that. Probably give that a view after the show. Give that show a view after this show. That show I'm talking about got nothing to do with boxing. Something totally different. But let's try to find my show. Okay, there is my show. But I know something is immediately wrong because that should have been an advert. That means that I ain't set it up properly. Let's go into the YouTube back down and correct that immediately. First things first. Let's have a look at this here. 1 2 1 2. I don't even know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Okay, as I suspected, not monetized, only pennies, but every penny counts, I guess. But I could still give it away if I kind of have little tunes banging in the background from time to time. Then that can kind of give them pennies away to the artist. Or does the artist get it, or does the record company get it? Does it ever make its way to the artist? You know what I mean? Hey, it's lots of, snakes and ladders out here. It's a jungle out here. And it's hot up in this mother. Hold on. I got so many damn receipts. I'm going to tell you, you can't even hear my bell. Can you hear my bell now? There we go. Move the receipts out the way. Make the bell more audible. Okay, let's do some live show. Yeah. Are we gonna do anything else? Yeah, just put some cursory stuff up for now. You know, Raphie ain't got much time these days to play around with these shiznicks. Let's do some basic cursory stuff. No momento, mami, slow your tempo. Where we at? Okay, let's do that. Let's do the basics. Gotta do the basics. This is connorbenn. Who wins? Okay, that's fair enough. Boxing talk with Raphie. That's fair enough. Let's put a couple more things in the background. You can't say that Raphie didn't do the basics. Okay. Let's monetize this bitch. Oh yeah. Couple of shillings for the artist. There we go. Just in case. Okay. What's it taking its time? Okay, is it set? It is set. What are we looking at? Okay, now let's go back and do the sound check. In the meantime, in between time, the Raphie's eating a mullah corner. There's a shout out to mullah. Mullah corner. Oh, there's a shout out to mullah. Oh, it's very clear. Mullah corner. Oh, there's a shout out to mullah. Oh, it's very clear. Mullah corner. Oh, there's a shout out to mullah. Boom. Okay, there you go. There you go. There was a shout out to Muller. Let me take a, you know, the Muller corners. You have the Muller corners over in the States. This one is the peach variety. I've sprinkled on some sesame seeds and some pumpkin seeds. Let me take a bite of this. Where's the scoop? Okay, you can hear the Raphie, and the Raphie can see you. So I spin this. Message pinned. Okay, I'm gonna eat my peach Muller corner. It'll take me about a minute. I will be interacting with you as well. Time is, what's the time? It's 15 minutes past the hour of 10 p.m. over here in the UK, Greenwich Mean Time. And it is hotter than a mother. Hotter than a mother out here. I'm going to be doing the roll call in a second. As a matter of fact, rat-a-tat-tat, let's share. What's this here? Let's bring that down. Salute to the Combat Radio Nation. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for news and notifications. Yes. Cal L up in the building. The Lisa Bells up in the building. The UGC Flame up in the building. I don't know if you can see this. Let me make this bigger. You can see it. You can see it. Enjoy that while I eat my Muller fruit corner. Got to fit these things in whenever and however you can. Let's have a look. We're sweltering over here in the UK. Link is in the chat. $106 degrees over here. I can't do the conversion. 106 degrees. What degrees is it over here? I think we're 41. What do you mean 160 degrees? You're crazy? That's madness. What do you mean? You must be in the bowels of hell. OMG. 5:15 over here on the East Coast. For real. Sleeping in the fridge. What does that say? Hold on a second. Let me take a bite of this. Oh, man! I thought I'd have this. Muller corner real quick. As the show was starting, but I put the sesame seeds in, and the pumpkin seeds in, and now I'm chomping on it, man. It's chewy. It's like I'm chewing gum. I'm just chomping, trying to get through it. Dang. I'm not guilty though. I'm not guilty. Had to go live today. Couldn't go live tomorrow because I got an early morning on Wednesday. So you got to get in where you can fit in. It's really that simple. The link is in the chat for anybody who wants to jump in. Raphie don't feel guilty about having his Muller peach corner. You know, I normally go for the strawberry. My favorite is the black, the cherry. I went for the peach. And it's quite nice. It's quite nice. Is it the hottest day in record? I don't know if it's the hottest day in record, but it's certainly the hottest day this year. It might be the hottest day in record. It's bloody. It feels like you're in the desert, mate. Trust me, it's warm. Actually, when did I have an appointment? Was it this morning? Damn, it was this morning. I had an appointment at the doctor's this morning. You know, Raphie tries to combine health and fitness still. So I rolled down. It was cool. It was nice and mellow. It was cool. It was quite cool. I mean, temperature-wise, I don't know what the temperature was, but it felt cool. I wasn't sweating. Got down there, wasn't sweating. On the push bike. Felt nice. It was a nice ride. As the day progressed, got up to around midday. Yeah, and you definitely could feel the heat creeping in. Last night, how did I feel last night? Last night was I just sleep with a thin cotton sheet over me. I sleep with a thin cotton sheet in these conditions. It's kind of strange because it's very, very warm. It's hot, but unlike on previous summers when it's been really this hot, there's been a lot of sweat involved, a lot of sweating. I find this time around, this heat wave, I'm not sweating that much. I find it's kind of like a dry heat. I don't know other people. I'd like other people's opinions on this. Yeah, we don't have that over here. You know, you have that over there in the USA. A lot of people, a lot of countries have it. We're not considered a hot country. We don't generally tend to have air conditioning. So it's a rougher experience. But as I was saying, I found to me, it's been a kind of dry heat. It's been a dry heat, so I'm not sweating as hot as it is in the nighttime. I'm not sweating. It's strange. Hot. It's hot. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not sweating. You sound like you're feeling better today as well. Well, I'll talk about that in a second. Let me take another chunk of this, bite of this. Wow. Well, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for them now to start to say, yeah, we're in a drought. I'm just waiting for the drought warning, because they was telling us to stay in. Don't roam. I feel sorry for any mofos who got stuck on the motorway. I definitely agree. Don't go on any journeys on the motorway. Don't get stuck on any trains. Don't get stuck in a broken down car. So yeah, the government advice was kind of, don't go anywhere. Go to work and come back home. Don't mess around. And I kind of agree with that. I'm off sick right now. So that's it. I've been riding my bike every day, for the fitness thing. Let me stop chewing in the mic. Okay, you want the health update? Where is it? Where's that? Okay, you want the health update, folks? I'll give you the health update. I'm still chomping on my mother corner. It's the pumpkin seeds. It's the pumpkin seeds and the what sunflower seeds. Give you the update in a second. Oh yeah, sweating out in the sun to a certain extent. Yeah, sweating out, but nighttime, I find I'm not, well, I'm saying I'm not sweating, but obviously there's an element of sweat, but minimal. I find it's a kind of a dry heat. It's interesting. For real. Trying to find this post while chewing on my pumpkin seed. Okay, where is it? No energy. You're saying you got no energy? I'm the one who's going through this episode, and I was out on Sunday. I was training out in the open air. There's an open air gym not far from me. I was doing my shizzle out. I was doing my shizzle in the open air. Around about midday. You know what I say? Mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. Okay, so let's address the health thing. Okay, so over the COVID, didn't get to the doctors. I'm very, very robust. I'm very robust, normally very robust in health. So didn't get to the doctors over the COVID period, COVID era, last couple of years. Didn't take the jabs. That's another reason I didn't get to them. Because I knew they'll try and harass the people who didn't take the jab. Didn't take the jab, haven't had any issues with the COVID. What I think it is, what happened to me, of course, we had the knee issue, hard to walk, the knee blew up, something happened in the knee. And so that was the focus, trying to get into the doctors. It was hellish. Trying to get into the doctors, it was hellish. Or trying to give you 2 weeks, kind of give you an appointment 2 weeks later. Which on reflection, I probably should have took the 2 weeks. It probably took me about 3 weeks to eventually get in there anyway. So the focus was on the knee, and then all of a sudden, this kind of episode happened, which I will describe. I'll describe it as the Big Bang. Let me explain what I mean when I say the Big Bang. Okay, so The Big Bang was supposed to be when, you get all these gases and stars and whatever, they all come together, they combust. And that's the Big Bang. Well, I think for me, that's what happened. It was a Big Bang. The knee precipitated it. And then all of a sudden behind the knee, you had the Big Bang. Where let's imagine a guy who has the occasional after dinner herbal remedy, okay, the green grass of home. And let's imagine that guy also has an after dinner cognac after dinner. And let's imagine that guy gets some kind of injury or whatever, and then the focus is on the injury. And let's imagine that guy stops. Let's imagine that guy stops doing anything. Stops the cognac, stops the green grass of home, stops the tobacco, stops the tobacco that's in the green grass, and the cognac's gone. Or the champagne, whatever. And just imagine that guy stops everything at the same time. And at the meantime, he's carrying an injury. Let's just hypothetically imagine that happens. And let's imagine that creates almost a kind of a Big Bang. And while you're nursing the injury, you got withdrawal symptoms from whatever. And that creates a Big Bang. And that shuffles certain things out of sync. Imagine that. Imagine that. So I'm not saying that's what it is, but I'm just saying we're talking about a Big Bang here. We're talking about the Big Bang. And then you get seen, you get some diagnosed with, hey, let's have a look at this, some blood work here. But a couple of years ago, it was perfectly fine. We'd expect that we'd have seen something a couple of years ago. We can't see nothing. And let's imagine you have that Big Bang. Then let's imagine, smash them like buttons. Imagining, global warming real. Imagining. Okay, so you got this cacophony of different elements coming together, and you get the Big Bang. So what I'm saying is potentially what we have seen is a Big Bang of sorts. A Big Bang of sorts. I'm not saying it's exactly like that, and I'm not saying it's not like that. I'm saying that's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's my feeling right about now. That's my explanation. So what I'm going to be doing, I feel it's a Big Bang. I feel we've experienced a Big Bang. So what I'm going to be doing now, we've had the bloods have come back. They're good in 90% good. We've got 2 weeks now. I've got 2 weeks. Raphie's got 2 weeks. They want to give me some pills. I say, well, the Raphie's always been holistic. From day dot, from the time I started buying books. I think my first books were about sports health, and holistic books about holistic foods, about the foods, substances, the herbs, your red onions, your garlics, for natural healing. So I've always been one for natural healing. So I've got 8 weeks now. They want me to go the pill route. I want to go the natural route for healing, natural healing. So in around 7 weeks' time, we're going to go for a second round of blood tests. And if the Raphie is right, then we're going to be okay. We're going to be clear. We're going to be good. Raphie's going the holistic routes. They want to give me some pills. I'm saying, hold on. Let me try my way first. Because the same way I started to feel, hey, say, yes, I got a beautiful herb garden. Yes, indeed. I got a lovely herb garden. Yes, Lisa. So the same way I started to feel bad, like, whoa. It was like a Superman movie, and Superman feels, yo, something's in the air. The same way the Raphie felt that something was in the air, bad, is the same way now that Raphie feels the negative clouds leaving and optimal health returning. So I'm telling you that I'm out there riding my bike, push bike to appointments to see where my health is. And I have to tell you that the same way I felt that there was a negative cloud health-wise is the same way I feel that there's a positive cloud health-wise. It ain't a cloud, it's an energy, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. And the Raphie is buying various things. You know, I'm back on my ZMA. But I think basically this is a way to call it a slap in the face. It's saying, hey, Raphie, get back on your A game. There's so much that you know. You have so much knowledge. And you're kind of taking things for granted. Whereas back in the day, you was on your P's and Q's. You know, you was crossing your I's, you was dotting your I's and crossing your T's, and you let that slip away, and you was in autopilot. But you know, man's ain't getting any younger, so really now is the time. For man's to be on his A game, and we're gonna have to ride this A game out to the very, very end. I got to be on my A game from here to the end, and I can have a good time being on the A game. But you know, you got to be crossing your I's and dotting your T's like you used to in the past. And I started to do that, and I just feel like the what do you call that? The Big Bang. I feel the Big Bang came for a reason, because now I'm getting this checked, I'm getting that checked, I've got an appointment to get this checked, that checked, the other thing checked. I'm checking myself. The diet is impeccable. Raphie's back on his A game, and not out of the woods. I'm not claiming to be out of the woods, bro. They want me to go the pill route. I'm saying, give me 2 months to try out the holistic route. You know, so I got 2 months now to make the holistic route work. And I'm diarizing everything. Everything's in my diary. Everything that I eat, everything that I do, it's being diarized. My workouts now, what I'm doing, everything's being diarized. So there was a big bang, and I think it was needed. And beyond that, you know, there's certain aims and objectives, there's certain goals the Raphie has in his creative life. You know, the Raphie is a creative individual, creative being, and you know, there's got to be creativity in my life. And maybe I haven't been on my A game in the creativity. I mean, I got this is a creative process right here, but there's so much more. There's so much more to the Raphie. And maybe, you know, the Raphie hasn't been on his creative A game. So I think this thing, the Big Bang came for a reason. You know what I'm saying? How do I feel right now? Well, hey, I'm out there being physical. So yeah, big upturn, and big understanding. My understanding has increased. I'm testing myself. I got these things. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's been great. I'm feeling in a rude health, and you know, I got the markers. You know, I got the proof. Raphie likes proof. You know what I'm saying? So not just a thought, not just a feeling, but Raphie likes proof. the holistic route, for sure. Absolutely, 100%. No, not for me. Not for me. I'm big on meat. Not massive amounts of meat, but I mean, my diet looks like the Mediterranean diet. So it's primarily plant, but you got the meat on top. And I feel that what this does for me is it enables me to have the benefits of the plants, the herbs, all of that nutrition of the Mediterranean diet, with the meat on top. A little bit of meat on top. Be it fish, white meat, a little bit of red meat from time to time. I can't remember the last time I've had any red meat recently. A little bit. Great, Raphie. I wish you the best during your recovery the holistic way. Absolutely. Going the holistic way. It's good to hear. Absolutely. Great stuff. We only have one health, 100%. In our use, we dodge a lot of bullets, 100%. Dodged a lot of bullets, but now, I got to be on the P's and Q's. Us carnivores need meat. My diet, I would say, is 90, 80%, 80% plant, 20%, 20% animal. I'd say 80% plant, 20% animal. It's pretty much the Mediterranean diet. Looks a lot like the Mediterranean diet. Lots of vegetables, lots of leafy greens. Okay, so what we're doing now, we're taking another bite of this thing. It's almost done. Where we at? Okay. Let's move this away. You don't hear my chewing. How good is Ryan Garcia? You watched the fight? You watched the Fortuna fight over the weekend? Talk to me. How good is Ryan Garcia? How good is Ryan Garcia? Leon Figures up in the building. Raphie's still chewing on them sesame seeds and them pumpkin seeds. Yo, I know why they say use them sesame seeds and them pumpkin seeds, because it takes so long to chew. Damn. You probably burn up more energy chewing them than it actually contains. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Is Ryan Garcia good enough to beat Devin Haney? Actually, I was talking to somebody on Facebook. I'm going to tell him that. I'm going to say that to them. Yeah, he's good, but not good enough to beat Devin Haney. I want you to get back to me and say. What's on my mind? I want to go to the last post. Where's my last post? How can I find my last post? What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Okay, I don't know what the hell this is. Let me see if I can find this. Let me see if I can find this on my tabletop. I got laptop, tabletop. Let's see if I can find this on my laptop, tabletop. Let me go to Facebook. Okay. Let me try and close down some of these windows. 2, 4. Way too many windows. Way too many windows. Okay, let's Ryan, let's have a look at Ryan. Ryan's okay. Still has things to work on. His straight jab is better now. Yeah, absolutely. Leon Figures up in the building. Ryan is not good enough to beat Devin Haney. He's good, but not good enough to beat Devin Haney. That's how I feel about it, to be honest with you. You should tuck that chin. He's going to get an uppercut from Real talk. What's this? Garcia v Tank is a good fight. Will Javante be allowed off PBC Island? Well, that's the thing. That's the whole thing. That's why I don't really talk about that fight too much. Because PBC Island, it's PBC versus Golden Boy. Damn, it's so much. That's why I don't talk about the fight. That's the exact reason why I don't talk the fight. It's so much rigmarole. Are they going to do it or not? That's my issue. That's why I don't talk about the fight. But it's a good point about Ryan Garcia not being good enough to beat Gervonta Tank Davis. That's how I feel about it. I should have mentioned that in that little exchange I had with the fella. Good fella. He's a good fella. But something just popped up, which I'm going to have to dip into. Okay, so stop sharing that. Start sharing this. Okay, so I don't know if this is true, and I don't know if it's not true, but seems to be from a reputable source. Hold on a second. Let me just lick the lid of life on this thing. My appetite is back with a vengeance. It'd be rude for me to leave the lid of life unlicked. Okay, that's enough for now. Probably don't sound too good. Probably sounds like the Raphie's doing something else. OMG. Okay, so this is allegedly a statement from George Foreman over Facebook. Okay, and it reads, over the past 6 months, 2 women have been trying to extort millions of dollars each from me and my family. They are falsely claiming that I sexually abused them over 45 years ago in the 70s. I adamantly and categorically deny these allegations. The pride I take in my reputation means as much to me as my sports accomplishments. I will not be intimidated by baseless threats and lies. I am, and always will be, guided by my faith and trust in my God. I will work with my lawyers to fully and truthfully expose my accusers' schemes and defend myself in court. I don't pick fights, but I don't run away from them either. OMG. OMG. Get them up. Get them up. Shoplifters, common thieves, get them up. Let's have a look. Okay. So, that apparently a statement from George Foreman. It's over on Facebook. I don't know the authenticity of it, but I think it's coming from a reputable source. Yeah, 25,000 likes. Yeah, it's very reputable. 25,000 likes, 2,300 comments, 1,500 shares. Yeah, that seems like a very reputable source. Yeah, well, it's the first I've heard of it. It just popped up, just seen it now. But it seems like a very reputable source. Very, very, very reputable source. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that people, once they've made some money, you get people calling out to the woodwork, trying to make some money off them. Making some very serious claims, accusations. Highly, highly, highly unfortunate. Seems very spurious. Seems very, very awkward. Very, very awkward. What people saying. Unfortunately, in this day and age, George will be considered guilty until proven innocent. Terrible. Terrible. I believe you, champ. Why did it take 45 years for them to accuse you? They are looking for some easy money. I hope they get what they deserve. Jail time. It's interesting. David Petrelli says, I love George. In an interview in the late 90s, George was talking about Mike Tyson's conviction and stated that in 2 separate incidents in the 70s, it could have been him going to jail. I wonder if these 2 women are the ones are related to those statements. The accuser should have to face criminal charges if proven false. Stand your ground. Fight for your reputation. So they waited, another person writes, so they waited 45 years for their memories to come back. This would be a joke if it were not such a serious situation. Everybody's out for a buck these days, and the last thing they're willing to do is work. OMG. OMG. It's real. I saw it yesterday. Freaking scabs. Damn it. Has to be said that there are chances these days. Same happened to Cliff Richards. They dragged his name through the dirt, and he was found told, hold on a sec. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Philip Carruthers, are you telling me that you believe Cliff Richard to be innocent? Well, we're on different sides of the fence on that, Philip. We're on different sides of the fence. Cliff Richards, if you do your research, my good fellow, Cliff Richards is I was going to say balls deep, but that would be insensitive. He's hella deep in controversies relating to matters that he was accused of. He's hella deep in that, to the point where, I mean, he changed his nationality to stop the authorities getting at him. I'm not saying that that's the only thing that's happened, but yeah, I studied the Philip. I studied the Cliff Richard thing, and I'm afraid to say, my dear fellow, I think he's tonsils deep in that thing, and there's plenty of evidence against good old Cliffy. Cliff Richards, now my friend, Cliff is tonsils deep. In my humble opinion, I did some research, and the findings were not good at all. No, he said he was found to be totally innocent. Don't mean he was actual. Yeah. I think Philip, if you do some research on that, my friend, I think you may change your mind about the Cliff Richard thing. Yeah. I think the evidence on Cliff is abundant, and I mean good evidence. He's deep in that. I don't want to talk about Cliff because I think his crimes and misdemeanors. Let's not talk about Cliff. But if you do some research on it, mate, you'll be horribly surprised about Cliff. But let's not talk about Cliff. Yeah. So that's the George Foreman situation. Most unfortunate, highly unfortunate, but okay. Let's get away from the controversy. Let's get away from that controversy. People can talk about that going forward, but let's get a bit of, how do I stop this? Let's get a bit of boxing. Let's get a bit of boxing news in. Where are we? We talked about Ryan Garcia. Yeah, I think he's good. I think Ryan Garcia is good, but yeah, I mean, the key point is not good enough to beat bloody Tank. Now, will Tank cross the road to fight Garcia? I think he would like to. But are they going to tolerate that? I think they need to. They need to for Tank. They need this for Tank. King Rye. I think Ryan appears to believe he'll beat Tank. I don't think he will. Devin Haney wants some. He's all up on it. King Rye, how good is he? I think he's good enough to make a good fight, but I think he gets beat by more competent More competent, more thorough people. Tank. Haney. I do like the fact that he's with Goosen now. Goosen. With the denim outfit. I do like the fact he's with Goosen. I do like I think he's getting more attention. I think he's getting more attention. With Goosen than he was with what's the guy? What's the guy's name? What's the guy's name? You know, Canelo, Team Canelo. Canelo's trainer. So he's getting more attention. It's working out well for him. But I think it doesn't bode well for him against Haney or Tank. Eddie Reynoso, indeed. Eddie Reynoso. I don't think I've drank as much water in my entire life. Jeez, this stuff is just going in me. This aqua. Just banging in the aqua. Banging in the aqua. Eddie Reynoso, indeed. Yeah, I mean, for goodness sakes, he needs to start fighting some of these King Rai. King Rai is a good guy to fight. He's got a big social media presence. He says controversial things, therefore a lot of people talk about him. So King Rai, fight King Rai. Will they? Hey, I'm not wasting my breath. I'm not holding my breath, you know. But it would be good for him if he sidesteps it. Well, that's silly. That's on them. That's on them. What else did I want to talk about? Chris Billum Smith versus Isaac Chamberlain. Yeah. Is that coming up this weekend? Is that coming up this weekend? Ryan looked good, but Fortuna looked shot. Exactly. Tone up in the building. I highly doubt Tank versus Ryan will take place anytime soon. One or both will probably need a change of promoter or broadcaster for the fight to take place. It's coming up this weekend. That's an interesting fight. Yes, indeed. One or the other. Yeah, so that's why I don't talk about it too much. It's interesting. Hey, I don't talk about it at all, really. Hardly ever. Talking about it today. That's unusual for me. So what else we're looking at? We're looking, do I really want to go any deeper? It's hot. It's very, very hot over here. It's the hottest, might be the hottest day ever. It might be the hottest day ever on record. And so, yeah, I just thought I'd come on and give you guys some chat, some talk about it. I dropped the link in the chat. Nobody dropped in, and that's okay. But that also means that Raphie ain't fucking around and he ain't staying on for super long. It actually means that, Raphie, it's 11 p.m. over here right now in the UK. And so, you know what? I've eaten my mullah corner. I've eaten my pumpkin seed. And people, if Tone didn't, if Kong didn't just drop in, I assure you that would have been the end of the show. Because once I drop the link in, folks, and you don't respond, I'm just going to talk. I'm going to eat my mullah corner. I'm going to eat my pumpkin seed. I'm going to drink my aqua. And sometimes, you know, if Raphie's feeling a little bit, spicy, I might just tip a little bit of, you know, something extra strong in my orange juice. So I assure you, I guarantee you, I promise you, if Kong hadn't just hit that link, that would have been the end of the show. So it's good for you guys. You get a little bit more entertainment. But I ain't Kong. How do you do?
How you doing, Raphie? I'm a bit disappointed right now. Dina didn't perform the way me and her spoke about how we did, the way we discussed. Her drive phase wasn't powerful enough.
Have I missed something? Have I missed something?
Yeah, yes, Dina Asher Smith World Championships is happening in Oregon at the moment.
Oh my gosh, I missed it.
The women's 100-meter final was what, a couple of days ago.
Wow.
Dina didn't place. She didn't come in the top three. Me and her have to
oh no,
discuss this further. Her technique was she looked lovely.
Yes.
But that's a given. But me and her have to have a discussion about her dedication to the sport.
Dina, come on now, Dina.
This wasn't the result.
This wasn't the performance she was looking for at all.
Not at all. And I'm a bit annoyed at her, but that's okay.
Yeah,
that's not gonna break our relationship. We're gonna keep it up. I'm not with her for the accolades. I'm with her for her as a person. So let's show the type of guy I am.
Hey, in relationships, Kang, in relationships, there are ups and downs. It's not just a static. It's not just a static thing. It's the ups and downs. It's dynamics involved. Matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat. Somebody who lives not just too far away from me, a farmer. It was found that his wife had been missing for like 35 years. Found her in a septic tank.
In his septic tank?
In a septic tank on their property.
I see. Oh.
And I was kind of half sleeping because it's the hottest day of the year over here in the UK, hottest day of the year, and I was dozing in and out of consciousness on my sofa, and I was just hearing this news report in and out of consciousness, and I heard one officer, one of the chief officers said, "Well, I come from a built-up area. 95% of drainage in the UK is connected. 95% of homes are connected to the main drainage system in the UK. Only 5% have these kind of, mostly in rural areas, they have these septic tanks, and then every 6 months or every year, you'll get a big truck come and suck out the septic tank, and that's only 5%. That's only 5%. So I was fading in and out of consciousness, and this chief officer saying, "Well, we walked past that septic tank. It's underground." But I didn't understand. I come from a built-up area. We didn't understand septic tanks. So it was pure incompetence on the part of the officers. How they were just walking past the septic tank, never considered it as a hiding place for the poor lady who was hidden by her husband in this septic tank. Most unfortunate. And that's, so relationships, relationships, they have their ups and downs. Fortunately, they don't tend to be that drastic, but they do have their ups and downs. Is the point I was trying to make. But please.
I would never dream of placing my lovely Dina in a latrine pit.
No. It would be highly inappropriate. I would deem that highly inappropriate.
Indeed. So what's up, man? What's up, Raphie?
Well, first things first, just let me get to these super chats. Super chat for the overtime and Kong jumping in. I feel, Aaron, that people get a little bit lazy. They get a bit lazy. They turn on certain shows and they just kick back and they don't understand it. Just a little bit of contribution is nice, like you've just done. A little contribution like you've just done is very, very nice. It's a the Raphie, this thing, I think people underestimate how much time this kind of shizzle takes out of one's day. They underestimate it. They underestimate the planning phase. even just a simple act of drawing up a flyer or a thumbnail. Even a simple act of doing that takes time. And I think people often underestimate it. So it's nice when people just, kind of wake up and say, yeah, let's just focus a little bit. Keep up the great work, Raphie. Hey, Lisa, that's much appreciated. But I promise you, I promise everyone, if Kong didn't press that button at one time, Raphie would have said, oh no, I have to give them at least such and such an amount of time, blah, blah, blah. I would have said, from my point of view, giving. But, now I think to myself, well, hold on a second. What about from the other side? What about giving to me? I'm not talking to you, Lisa. You're a regular giver. Aaron, you've contributed oftentimes over the years. So I'm not talking to you two, but I'm talking about in general. So people understand this. This is a message to people. Understand this. If I'm chatting here, I'm a Jack Jones alone, and then I come to a point where I look and I say, what time is it now? I think, we've only been half an hour, 45 minutes. I won't feel any way to just say, okay, folks, it's been nice talking to you. Sayonara. I won't feel any way. Back in the day, I'd have felt, oh no, I would have felt compelled. Oh, I have to give this. I have to give that. I have to give this. But it's about give and take. It's about giving and receiving. So now I'm not always thinking about giving. I'm thinking about receiving too. It's nice to receive from you two. You like to receive from me. I like to receive from you. You know what I'm saying? So it's what can I do for you? What can I give to you? And it's also, what can you give to me? I'm not talking about to Aaron Daly, and I'm not talking to Lisa specifically. I'm talking about people in general. So understand that Raphie's in a different place now. Raphie fully understands it's about give and take. You know what I'm saying? Give and take. So please bear that in mind. Okay, so that said, we're lucky enough to have Kong jump in, and we're gonna spin through a couple things real smooth like. So yeah, and real quick as well, because Iron Kong, you realize it's the hottest day in the UK perhaps ever.
Is it?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What does that feel like?
We feel we remember we've been having a heat wave now for about a month solid. So we're talking about a month solid of sun. It's not the first time it's happened in my lifetime. It's happening more frequently. It's well, you have to remember, we don't have central heating like you do. So as I sit here,
central heating.
Sorry, not central heating. We don't have air conditioning. We don't have air conditioning like you do.
Raphie, I have AC units in two bedrooms in this house. The whole house is just on the mercy of fans. We don't have AC like that here, Raphie.
Okay, I hear you better. I hear you. So it's like when I go a yard, and it's just fan blowing warm air around the place.
Just fans, just mixing this warm air, just this big super sweating heat in the house, and all you could do is just sit down there and push up your face. Like, it's just hot, Bridget. So
I get you better. I hear you better. Boxing hug comes, represents much love, brother. Hey, much appreciation. It's a give and take thing. So Raphie is elevated. Back in the day, it was all give. Now it's give and take. It's just like them fans Kong was talking about. Yeah, you're just mixing it around. It's give and take. It's not just give. Not just take. It's give and take. So I wouldn't feel any compunction whatsoever to drop this thing, to cut this thing earlier than expected. Just because, I mean, it's time as well. It takes time out. People don't understand the time it takes. But, Raphie's philosophy now is that, I had a little bit of a health scare. I call it the Big Bang. It's different factors come together. And now that my health, they offered me some pills, and I said, no, Raphie's always been a holistic guy. I've been a holistic guy all the way through. And I said, well, listen, I said to my doc, listen, we've had the blood test. We've seen what's wrong. I think it was a big bang. It was just a culmination of lots of different things caused a big bang explosion. But the same way that Raphie internally sensed and felt the big bang and felt the big bang. I also feel now, and I'm keeping a diary now. I also feel the return to health, and I know the markers. I can write down the different areas. We got the markers in the blood. We got markers in the urine. Did my urine test? It was great. It was great. It was 95% good. So I'm keeping everything. Everything's being marked. Everything's being noted, and I feel my health coming back strong. But I think it was a wake-up call. I think it was a slap in the face. I think Raphie knows so much about this area. I think it was just a slap in the face. Say, get back on your P's and Q's. Yeah, you got a lot of knowledge, but get back on your P's and Q's. Get back on your sleep. Remember the fundamentals of sleep. Get more sleep than you need. As a matter of fact, I got so much more sleep than I needed that last night I actually woke up in the middle of the night. It was warm. I put a documentary on. I watched the documentary till I fell asleep again. A couple of hours later, I woke up again. It was warm. I put a documentary on, the same documentary on further down. I watched a little bit of that and I fell asleep. And then I woke up early. Had a black coffee, no sugar, no cream. And it tasted delicious.
Nah, Raphie.
No. It tasted delicious. Delicious. I've never black coffee, no sugar, no cream, and it tasted delicious. You know why it tasted delicious? It's because I'm reborn. You have to understand. When I got the news from the doctor, he said, yeah. When I got the good news from the doctor, I effectively have a second birthday. I am reborn.
This is the place where you want the one-legged lady?
Yes, the same place.
Oh.
I didn't see her though. I'd have slapped her on the cheek. But anyway, gently. Anyway, reborn. So I'm reborn. So what I'm saying to you is that now a black coffee, no sugar, no cream, tastes delicious to me as a reborn person. Reborn, newborn. I'm reborn. So I had that. Then I had a Mediterranean breakfast. I had tuna on a bed of the peppers. I had olive oil in the pan, big iron pan. Peppers, mixed peppers, 1 clove of garlic, 1 slice of red onion, tuna in there. That then went. Oh yeah, what? A tomato. I'll post it up on my social media. A tomato. And then remember, I've already had my coffee. I already had my black coffee. So now that's my Mediterranean. Oh, that goes on a bed of greens. The greens of my choice was spinach. I'll post it up on my social media in a second. So, and then I cycled to my doctor's appointment for my checkup, and all of that's done after I woke up 2 times in the night. So I'm saying I was fresh. I'm getting so much sleep now that I can have interrupted sleep and still get up fresh. You see what I'm saying? Still get up fresh. So it's those things. Being on point with the diet, but not just the diet, because I've always been decent with the diet, but the sleep now. It's the little things. It's the little things like sleep, like getting 2 hours more sleep. 2 hours more sleep, or going to bed 2 hours earlier. You know what I'm saying? Having a coffee, black coffee, no sugar, no cream, and just enjoying the smell, the aroma. So it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. I've got 3 fans on in one room. Damn. Fahrenheit. Raphie, in Fahrenheit, what's the UK's temperature? Well, listen, I don't even know about Fahrenheit and all that stuff, but it's 41 degrees. Is that Fahrenheit? It's It's 41 degrees.
That's Celsius.
Okay, that's Celsius. I don't. Yeah, so that's Celsius. I don't know what the conversion is. Okay, so Lisa, the conversion is 37 Celsius, 98 Fahrenheit. Yo, Lisa, we're way ahead of you. You're 88. You're 88. We're 98. We're 98. So, yo, Kong, you got it easy over there, brother. You got it easy over there.
I can only imagine what it's like living in a place where, especially if you live in like a more urban area, where it's just concrete and the heat is just rising up the concrete road, rising from the concrete walls, and all this. I could only imagine, right? This is where you want to live in the rural areas.
Exactly.
You know, in the rural areas where you have a tree here and there, you can catch a breeze under a tree somewhere.
Yes.
Maybe live in Blackpool. Is Blackpool a rural area? I don't think. Blackpool.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, because like about 6 a.m. It's kind of or 5. I don't know. There's a certain time when it's a little bit cool, where it's at its coolest. Because right now it's still roasting. As we speak, it's still roasting. But there's a time where it gets to its coolest, and then you start to think, right, the heat's going to start coming out to the earth again. It's going to start coming out to the earth again like an oven. I mean, when I walk in my kitchen right now, it's like walking into an oven. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Yeah, man, it's crazy out there. Well, the girls are in the pom-pom shorts. It's crazy. The girls, the women, there's a lot of ladies out there in their pom-pom shorts, and it's crazy. It's like you want to do a double take, and yeah. Hey. What's going on here? There was probably a lot of car crashes in London. Yo, you don't have to be in London to see the ladies out there in their pom-pom shorts. It's a beautiful thing. But you know what? Okay, so let's talk about Garcia. Garcia finished Fortuna. Garcia is talking about he wants Gervonta Davis, and Haney says, yeah, he'd love to fight Garcia. But it's all, to me, it's just all talk. It's all talk. I mean, Garcia is all talk. You don't want it. I mean, he's got skills. Garcia's got skills, but I don't think he actually wants it. I think Tank is too slick for him. What's his name? Haney is too proficient. He's too proficient for him. So all this stuff, I don't get into that's why I don't get into the Garcia. I don't talk about Garcia too much, because I think it's just talk, man. I don't know if he wants these guys. I
think Ryan's a bum. You know what I'm saying? I think him and Tank are bums.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, all they do is run their mouth about who they want, this and this. Listen, Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia are the same exact person. Same person.
Yeah.
I keep saying Tank Davis' best win is that chick he beat up on the basketball court some time ago. Right? That's his best win.
Damn.
Right?
Yeah.
This dude fights all scrubs, people he dragged up from lower weights. He don't fight nobody. But in America, seemingly what's popping there is all empty calories, no real nourishment. And that's a problem.
I want to take...
Oh, my God. Hey, jeez. Woo. Wow. Damn. I knew it was dodgy, bro. I thought I could control it real quick, but that guy was quick. I knew I still had my finger on the trigger, but he was quick. But anyway.
Yeah. He don't fight nobody. And in America, it's all about empty calories, no real nutrition, no real nourishment. So people now Devin Haney's undisputed. All of a sudden, Devin Haney don't matter. He ain't nobody. Who is Devin Haney? He's garbage. He's this, he's that. You got bum Ryan Garcia talking about, I wouldn't be happy to be undisputed. If I beat Javier Fortuna. If I beat George Cambosos, I wouldn't be happy with that. This dude ain't fought nobody. He fought a professional second place Luke Campbell. A man who ain't never won no big fights in his career.
Got dropped.
Right. Who got, and that's the win that he's trafficking off of. Luke Campbell. Look what I did. Luke Campbell. I beat Luke Campbell. As if like, okay, you beat somebody who ain't nobody. You know what I mean?
For real.
So then you got these two who build their whole steez off of social media. Again, Ryan Garcia, same thing. Bunch of calories, no nourishment, no nothing.
Yeah. So
him and Tank are made for each other, but that's America. It's all about hype, all about what you can sell to people, what cheap product you can sell to people, and that's what Tank and Ryan Garcia are. Two people who ain't got no big wins in their career, and people just like them because their promoters say you have to like these people. For some reason, people just walk, oh man, Tank the best because he would do this, and he could do this, and he should do this.
Yeah.
Except Tank don't really do nothing.
No.
He don't do nothing. He don't. He talk about all these people, Lomachenko and all these people, but he ain't never gonna fight these people.
No.
And you got his empty head fans telling you nonsense about how he's the best at 135, 140. And you got other people actually becoming undisputed in those weights, and somehow Tank Davis is the man. Why? But then that's what it is in boxing in America. All hype, no substance. So Ryan Garcia and Tank, to me, are two bums who don't help boxing in no type of way. Clowns.
Yeah. I mean, well, that's my view on him. But I was talking to a very respected American fella. He's up there in age, and I did interview him some time ago, and he was waving the flag for Ryan Garcia. But to me, I mean, you can't wave the flag. You can't wave the flag for a guy who talks so much and does so little. I can't get with it. I mean, listen, I would love to see Garcia. I would love to see Garcia versus Davis. I would love to see Garcia versus Haney, but I really don't think he wants it. I hope. Listen, if they prove me wrong, then so be it. I welcome those fights, but I cannot get infused about the potential of those fights when I don't believe that Garcia wants it. I don't believe that I think that Tank would fight Garcia, but he's not allowed. He's not allowed to. He said he was going to leave PBC, but he stayed. That's my understanding. He stayed with them. Devin Haney, I don't think Devin Haney would bat an eyelid at fighting Garcia. We'd love to do that. But we've seen Garcia duck Devin Haney multiple times before. So I can't be enthused. I can't be enthused because I don't believe it, man. I just don't believe it. American media. Well, listen, I don't believe. Listen, I'll believe it when I see it. Garcia's ducked. I've seen Garcia duck too many times. I'm going to have to talk to that guy, the elderly American. I'm going to have some conversation with him because I forgot. There's so many things I forgot.
That's the problem, right? So now these elderly Americans waving flag, people like Ryan Garcia, but back in them days, people like Oscar De La Hoya and them actually had to fight people.
Yes.
To get people waving flags for them. No, it's like the rules have changed for these guys. Yeah. And you have these so-called boxing experts or whatever, these old school guys really backing up this new school nonsense of social media influencers in boxing. Yeah, because that's what Ryan Garcia is. All he does is work social media, get ugly tattoos, and talk nonsense, and people actually, this guy's really good. Except he don't actually fight nobody. He don't fight nobody. You know what I mean?
He don't fight, man. He don't fight. I can't get with it. I can't get with it. I find it hard to talk about it because I just don't believe it. I might even ban the topic. I brought it up myself, so it's my fault. But I just don't believe him, man. I just don't believe him. I don't believe him. And then there's posters going around. There's posters going around about Connorbenn versus Chris Eubank Jr. But that fight hasn't been made. That fight hasn't been made. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the hell's going on. I mean, maybe is it even? I don't know. I don't know. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a poll. I'm going to do a poll. Yo, it's hot as hell over here. It's sapping my damn energy. Hold on a second, but let me do a poll on this thing. Who wins? Who wins? Who wins? Question mark. What's his name? Eubank Jr. Eubank Jr. Eubank Jr. What's that? JT? JR. Eubank UBA. Where's the A? Eubank Jr. or Connorbenn? Connorbenn. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Boom. Boom. Guess who stepped in the room? Well, okay, I'll jump in first. I think that listen, Eubank Jr., for all the criticism that he has rightly earned. Chris Eubank Jr. is one tough cat. He's a hard ears. He's a hard ears kind of guy. So he never listened to his trainers. He never got the most out of his trainers. Now he's with Roy Jones Jr. doing some hybrid type of thing. I think he was more talented than he is displayed. But if you're hard ears and you don't listen, then that's on you. That's on you. Eubank is bigger, stronger. Connorbenn is the better student. Connorbenn, if he's handled correctly, I think he can be very special, very, very special. But right about now, he gets beat by Eubank Jr. for my money. That's just the way. That's just the way I see it. He gets beat by the bigger. Connorbenn gets beat by the bigger man. So I hope he can put his bravado, machismo to one side, because this is not the fight for him, in my humble opinion. I ain't come. What do you say? But people, get your votes in. Get your votes in. I'm stepping away from the mic for 60 seconds. Get your votes in. I ain't come. What do you say?
I'm not quite sure what their plans with Connorbenn, because Connorbenn isn't even the biggest 147. So it's not like he was like bursting at the seams at 147, like he was like a weight bully sucking down to make that weight, right? So, you know, him going to, what weight are they going to fight at? I think I heard they're going to fight at 156 or something. And that could benefit Benn in a way, because Eubank has fought as high as 168. And how would the cut affect him going down to 156? That's what I want to know. Has Eubank ever fought at anywhere near 150 anything? I don't know. So the cut would be, to me, hard for Chris Eubank if it's at 156, if that's true. But Connorbenn is not exactly the tallest guy, you know, and I just don't know what the plan is. I know it's going to be a big fight, but I thought they were trying to put Connorbenn on a path to 147 big fights, but I guess they can't get them because everybody's saying with PBC, and PBC don't want to send nobody.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're going to do with Connorbenn. So maybe this is a fight that he has to take to justify the money they want to pay him. Connorbenn is moving up. Chris Eubank has spent his whole return calling out welterweights, because rather than trying to fight Demetrius Andrade for a WBO belt, a legit belt, him and Roy Jones was talking about they want to fight Kell Brook. If we remember after the what's the guy name? Marcus Morrison fight, they were calling out Kell Brook. And even before he fought his first fight with Calla Sauerland was talking about they want to fight Kell Brook, right? This was before he fought his first fight with Wasserman. So Eubank comes back and he fights this. He looks pretty bad against Liam Williams.
Yeah.
Running around the ring doing nonsense and all this foolishness. I don't know what Conor Benn is trying to do. I guess moving up is brave of Conor Benn, but then I thought you were trying to do something at 147.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the plan is, but to me, it looks worse on Eubank. That you did all this, come back here, and you still haven't accomplished anything. You're trying to fight smaller men.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. He needs to knock it off.
I would back Conor Benn because I think Eubank is an absolute idiot boy, absolute momo, and I just don't know what the plan is for Chris Eubank. If he sticks with Eddie Hearn, which I thought he would have done, at the very least he could get a John Ryder fight, he could get a Billy Joe Saunders fight. You know, there's fights for him there. He went to Sky for God knows what reason.
For real.
Because he ain't done nothing. So I'll back Conor Benn, but I mean, I think Eubank has a great chance of beating the hell out of Conor because he's not very big. So maybe he's gonna do just a lot of aggressive, just aggression, getting close and just walk him.
Yeah.
But man, whatever, man.
Whatever, man. Exactly. It's whatever. It is exactly whatever, man. Eubank needs to stay in his lane. Conor Benn needs to stay in his lane, go as far as they can. In it's too much messing about, too much messing around. But Eubank's too big for him. Eubank's too big for him, and why would Eubank be going down? Listen, whatever happens. Whatever's whatever. It's too hot to argue. It's too hot to argue. Benn was calling out Khan. Eubank was calling out Brook. Two clowns. Damn. I want Benn to win this circus. Well, if Benn wins, then at least it's the younger, littler guy beating the older, bigger guy. So I don't get Benn v. Eubank Jr. I don't get it either. They are weight classes apart. The fight is a marketing ploy to sell the fight on their dad's rivalry. Yeah. It's really that. It's really that. And just stay. Each man should just stay in his lane, trying and get some damn world championship fight under. Get a world championship win. They should be going for world championship wins. This type of foolishness normally only happens on the other side, on the downside. So it might make sense for Eubank Jr. To me, it makes no sense for Conor Benn. If it's PPV in the UK, are you purchasing this fight? If it's PPV, I'm going to send Jeeves up on the roof. Depends on the card. I'm going to send Jeeves up on the roof. And you know something? The Iron Kong. Let me just give a shout out again to our sponsors for the show. Aaron Daly chipped in, which is very appreciative. Super chat for the overtime and Kong jumping on 100%. Lisa Bales, keep up the great work. Raphie, keep up. I appreciate the inspirational words. Lisa Bales. And Boxing Hog 28 comes through. Much love, brother. Hey, I appreciate all of that. Nice to get some appreciation up in the building. If I stack the card, I might buy it. I'm not going to lie. I might. Well, okay. So if the question is why, then that's the answer. Money. But, the short money, the short-term money, there's picking up some money off the ground or on the pavement, or there's working to get yourself in a position where you can get sustained money. You're not just looking around, walking in bushes, looking for a penny, a red penny here, a red shilling there. You know, you're actually building systems that will ensure that you can get money on a week in, week out, month in, month out basis, rather than just something like a what do you call this? Circus. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get sustained money. You want to get a circus. But some people say, well, look at Chisora. He's made a career off of these kind of circus fights, maybe, albeit perhaps at a lower caliber level. In some cases, higher caliber level at others. But anyway, you know what? We could talk about this for a long, long time, but it's hot over here. It's hot over here, and they're saying it might be hotter tomorrow. OMG. Where's the cartoon? Where's that thing? Where's that thing? Let me bring it in. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen over here. You know, the Raphie. This heat is sapping the energy, sap the energy out of man. What's this here? What's this? Everyone ready for our Zoom meeting? That's the top left. Top right. Hello. Yeah, fans everywhere. There was actually a warning. I'm being serious now. I'm not going to be too graphic. There was a warning to ladies to be very careful how you use the ice lollies. We're not going to get into that. Be careful. And this guy here, bottom right, is in the fridge. Hottest day of the year. And what's this? And by the way, the broadcaster for AJ Usyk still ain't been announced. I thought it was Sky. Didn't Sky win that? Didn't Sky win the broadcast right for that? I don't know. Thankfully, I'm off tomorrow. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm off the whole damn week. But I still got plenty of things to do. Working. I'm working little bits of work that I'm doing from home. You know, the Raphie is in a recovery mode, but feeling very, 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 very strong, but taking it nice and mellow. What's this? I said the Sky won the bidding rights, but I feel like the Zone will have a trick up their sleeve. Ice lollies. Be very careful, ladies. Yes, Sky won the Joshua 2 broadcast rights for the UK. Let me drop that down. Ryan Kong, it's been great of you to join us today.
Yeah, Raphie, you want to enjoy your night, my brother. Sorry it's so hot in them areas. That would be so strange to me, because I know England's supposed to be this cold place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Abs, with all due respect, Shani Miller-Weibo is not my type. She's too tall. I think she wears a size 14 shoe. And I could not have that fin next to my ear.
Hell no.
You hear me?
Hell no. So, unacceptable.
You know, maybe Daryl Nita coming out of England might be, you know, but me and Dean are gonna you know, we'll work it out.
Write it out.
You know, can't just run the woman like that.
No.
Anyway, Raphie, you have
no 14, no hammer toes, no hammer time in the shoes.
No, none of that. You be easy, Raphie.
Iron Kong, much appreciation. That was the Iron Kong who came, spent some time over here with us, and you know, you got a show. You got the show, extended the show. You know what I mean? If it was up to me, that it would have been done like at the 50-minute mark. So you man, lucky. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to people like the Aaron Daly, the Lisa Bales, and the Boxing Hog. You know, you guys got overtime. Okay, so we talked about a lot. We covered a lot. It's too hot over here to go any further. Big shout out to everybody who took time out of their day to spend it over here with us. Okay, so, and that's it. So Raphael Dawkins, the Combat Radio. It's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares. It's hitting the bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. Don't forget about the live show. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to smash the like button. And we are out. Blessed. Uh-oh. We have a poll? Where's the poll? Oh, there's the poll. Okay, so hold on. 67% of respondents said that Christopher Eubank Jr. would win, and only 33% of respondents said that, what's his name? Said that Connorbenn would win. Okay, so it's a good. Thanks for reminding me. Let me copy that and let me drop that in the chat. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, peace out. Blessed.